Hello everyone, so I hope you are doing good. In this video, I will talk about the project and the software you are going to use. I will create more videos to show you more details about the software and the programming language for the project. So the task is to develop a web application that interacts with the database. In this course, you learned how to use the programming language SQL, so you can run queries to get the data, you can insert record, you can update and delete record from the database because you know how to code using SQL. Since not everyone has this ability, so we need to do what? We need to create an application that is user-friendly and anyone can use without knowing anything about coding. So an application that can be used by a cashier in a store, by a manager, by a librarian, staff member in the admissions. Okay, so that's the task. So we are going to use a server-side programming language. But before that, let me just show you the list of topics. So you should have a topic, and here this is the list of topics. It has 8. Okay, so for example, topic number 1, zero hunger, and you can read the description. Then you will find like a guiding questions. Maybe it's gonna help you to select a project. Okay, and these the other topics: diversity, accessible education, health and wellness, housing, whatever. Okay, so once you select that, so now next you need to create your application. uh, you can use any server-side programming language and any database. If you don't have any preferences, so I suggest using PHP and MySQL. But before that, let me show you what is a server-side programming language. So this is the architecture. Here we have the client, okay, or the user. So they have a laptop, a desktop, a phone, a tablet. So this is the user are going to use that. And the server, here we have a web server, okay? Then we have a database server. And the user, so it is connected to the web server using a network, which is the internet, okay? So this is a web server, a database, then the user from the application send the request to the server, and the server returns the answer to the client. So this is the architecture, and we should have a web server and a database server. So I'm going to show you how to use that. I'm going to show you the software that has these two. So as I mentioned, if you don't have any preference, you can use PHP and MySQL. Let me again show you that. So this is the same architecture. So here we have the client. Now I have it on the right-hand side. Here, the client or the user, they have a web browser, okay? And the web server is here. This has the PHP, which is the programming language, so it's installed on it. And we have the database server is connected to the web server, to the web server. So the web browser can be anything, Google Chrome, Firefox. So a web browser does not understand PHP. So the PHP code runs on the web server. So what the browser knows how to read HTML, or how to render HTML, how to display HTML content on the web page. So the user will request a page, or send a request to the web server, to the PHP. Let's say I want to display the list of the student. So the web browser is going to send that request, and PHP is going to do what? Is going to send the request the content from the database. Just a select statement to get the list of the student, and the database is going to return that content to the PHP. Then the web server is going to send HTML output to the browser. That list of the students is going to be sent as an HTML code to the web browser, and the web browser is able to display that content. Okay, so again, so we need a web server and a database. And since we cannot afford to have both, so we are going to have a software that is going to simulate a web browser, no, so a web server and the database. It's called XAMPP. It's XAMPP. It starts with an X, but it's pronounced XAMPP. That software, so once you install it in your computer, you will have both. You will have a web server and a database server. Okay, and this is how many developers they do. Okay, so when they are developing application, they should do it locally in their computer. So once the application is ready, is tested, it's they can push that change to production. They should move that code to a real web server that runs 24/7. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to use them. So in the next video I will show you how to download and install them and how to use it. Thank you.